What's going on, guys? It's your boy Roby Gaming coming back at you with another YouTube video, and like usual on my new series, the Bears online franchise. It's Madden. I know I uploaded, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago. I've just been waiting on Shady Films. He's been waiting on getting a mic so his quality can sound a little better, so I respected that. But I was just showing you the stats from the Falcons game, but let's just jump right into this Buccaneers game. And Cairo Santos kicks it off, and he gets absolutely no leg behind it. That was probably the worst kickoff of the year for any team in the league. But here trots out Jameis Winston. Honestly, he's probably my favorite quarterback in Madden. I've been in multiple online leagues and he's my quarterback, and I love him. So he's such a good quarterback. But let's see how he can do against our Bears defense today. Excuse me. It's a 3rd and 2. Winston under the center. Hands it off to Doug Martin, and Doug Martin gets a little bit of a seam and gets the first down. Over to the 48-yard line. Almost past midfield. Let's see what they're going to come up with here. It's a play action pass, and you know what the Bears have been doing lately with these play action passes, just sacks. 2nd and 18. Winston dropping back to throw. Finds, I believe that is Adam Humphries for 14-yard game. Winston in the shotgun, drops back, and as you can see, he's just dotting up our defense right now. Pass after pass after pass, and just dominating us out of the gate real quick. Looks like a hit. Oh, nope, it's a play action pass. Winston dropping back. He's looking to go deep. Takes another step back. Throws it, and it's picked off by Prince Amukamara. What a way to just come up and make the play, Amukamara. That is huge. And the Bears come back on offense, and first play, Gerald McCoy, there's no stopping him. It's going to be a rough game trying to stop him. 3rd and 12. Trubisky drops back to throw. He rolls out, and he finds Cameron Meredith wide open over the middle of the field. Mitch Trubisky just showing the poise in the pocket he has as just a rookie. Throws it over to Josh Bellamy. Bellamy has some running room, and he jukes, but he steps out of bounds. If he stays in bounds there, it looks to be a touchdown, most likely. Trubisky adjusting the play at the line of scrimmage, and he changed audibles to a run and gets about a modest 7-yard, not just modest, great 7-yard game. 3rd and 3, and Trubisky, just like last week, Bears fans are already getting used to it, gets sacked. And Cairo Santos on to kick the field goal, and he barely sneaks into the right upright. That is, at least we got points off of that turnover. And Winston and the Buccaneers come back out, and that is an interception for Nick Kwiatkowski. I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but that was a user interception. But Bears back on the field. Trubisky drops back, throws it to Cameron Meredith, and let's go on to the next play. You got Cohen on a bubble screen. Trubisky has the presence of mind not to just force the pass to Tariq Cohen, but to just run and get the first down. And not Gerald McCoy, but Jordan Howard gets stuffed. And then Tariq Cohen, I don't know why people don't see this coming, but he's just going to use his speed and run to the outside as much and as often as he wants to. Winston and the Buccaneers come back out onto the field to try to respond after that awful pass by Jameis Winston. And he just comes right back and throws another awful pass. Then the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Eddie Jackson creeping up, and Doug Martin almost busts a big one. My apologies. That was Adrian Amos, and he just came over and made the tackle and stopped Doug Martin. And he does the same thing again, but Doug Martin falls forward for the first down. This defense, they didn't get the first down. 4th and inches, and the Bears defense comes up with another big stop there, and they could go up 3 scores on this next possession. And Tariq Cohen on the return gets nothing, maybe 2, probably not 2 yards, probably more than 2 yards. I'm so over exaggerating because he didn't have a big run like he did last game. 1st down and 10 after the punt, and Mitch Trubisky gets sacked. He had Zach Miller opening up on over the middle, and as soon as I mentioned Zach Miller, Trubisky finds him and fires it to him to the outside. 3rd and inches. What are the Bears going to do here? They hand it off to Jordan Howard. Does he get the first? Yes, he does. He gets the first down, and I am not sure how. And Tariq Cohen goes to the outside. He's always a threat to bust off a big play with that deadly juke move he has. And on the counter, Jordan Howard gets about 13-14 yards. Gets us another first down, and the Bears are trucking along. On a 3rd and 9 play, Trubisky drops back there in man-to-man, and Trubisky sees it. He finds Zach Miller, and Zach Miller barely gets pushed out of bounds, and that almost could have broke off to something big. Trubisky rolling out right, and he finds Jordan Howard. Not only can he run, he can do it in the air too, folks. On the 1st down and 10, Tariq Cohen gets his blocks, follows them, and just runs right in to the end zone for another Chicago Bears touchdown. The Bears are now up 17-0. And this has just been a great first half for the Chicago Bears, and it just got even better. Bryce Callahan on the interception, and they throw a flag here. I hope it's not holding on the Bears. And it's a face mask on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I didn't see it, but I'll take the extra yards where we can get them. It's a play action. Mitch Trubisky. Oh, what was that? He threw it into double coverage, trying to make a bigger play than it needed to be, and he throws an interception right back at him. And I believe this is Charles Simpson. I thought he was hurt, but I guess apparently he's not, and he gets a big gain for him. 2nd and 10 here. Jameis Winston drops back to throw. Drops farther back. He is at least 7 yards back or farther, and we almost get a sack, but we cannot hold on. And if you give him a great quarterback like him that much time, he's going to burn you somehow. They hurry back up to the line, and they have right up the seam Adam Humphries wide open, and he is rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling into the end zone for 6. Adam Humphries doing what he can to get that 6 points, and the Buccaneers are kicking it off. Tariq Cohen on the return, gets to the outside. Tariq Cohen, he's got some space. Will they catch him? And the punter trips up Tariq Cohen, one of the fastest players on our team, but the Bears are just going to kick the field goal here, and Cairo Santos, after the beautiful kick return, ruins 3 points. Trubisky drops back here, and he fires it to Jordan Howard, and it gets tipped, and Quan Alexander picks it off, but Trubisky trips him up. This could be good. After the Bears 3rd and goal, what will Jameis Winston try to come up with here? And finds no one, and he gets sacked by Pernell McPhee, and the Bears defense somehow forces a field goal, and the Buccaneers are going to kick it off to a very dangerous Tariq Cohen. He tries to juke, and he gets destroyed. Tariq Cohen, I mean, he's a small guy, but man, he got laid out there, and they get 6 points. That's bad. And Tariq Cohen, if you're smart, you'll nail it, but he does not. He decides to take it out. He's confident. And not even a big hit this time. He just fumbles. Tariq Cohen, he has such great moments, and then that was just those 2 plays are just so awful. really just got the Bears out of their rhythm. But Tampa Bay coming out in the next possession after the fumble, and Doug Martin just rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down to the 3-yard line. And the Buccaneers are at the Bears 3. What are they going to try to come up with it? And right on cue, Nick Kwiatkowski gets another interception, and in the red zone, which was huge for the defense to not allow any points there. And the offense on a big 3rd and 6 converts it. And Trubisky, 7 of 11, 135, 2 picks. And after slipping on the rainy day, Gerald McCoy eats him up like a toasted box of ravioli. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. But Jameis Winston throws it deep, and it is broken up by Prince Amukamara. He probably could have rose up, tried to pick it off, but he didn't. It's on a 3rd and 10. It's a play action fake. Everyone's going deep, and the man Jameis Winston is sacked by Sam Acho. And the Buccaneers punt it, and on a 2nd and 9 play, Trubisky's walking up to the line. And they hand it off to Jordan Howard on an 0-1 trap, and Howard powers his way up to the 33 on about a 12-13 yard gain. And the Bears, after being called for holding, Trubisky drops back and tries to thread the needle to Zach Miller. Do not know what he was thinking there. That was a very not great pass, but at the end of the 3rd quarter, it is all knotted up at 17. Will the Bears take the lead, or will they lose another lead? Welcome back, guys. Bears are all knotted up at 17. Will they lose the lead like last week, but then regain it, or are they just gonna completely choke it all together? But right on cue, like the Bears usually do, they get sacked, and they punt it off to the Buccaneers. And Jameis Winston drops back, fires it to Cameron Brate, who shakes off one defender, and then makes Kyle Fuller look like an 8th grader out there. Oh my goodness, Cameron Brate, don't do it to him, big fella. Next play action fake, and they are sending everyone deep. Jameis Winston going to the back of the end zone to Mike Evans, and Kyle Fuller breaks it up. What a great play. And on the next slant route, Marquise Goodwin drops Deshaun Jackson drops the pass. And Tampa Bay, they're just going to take their points, try to take their first lead of the game. And it is a good snap, good hold, and a good kick. And they are up by 3. On a 2nd and 9, Trubisky in the shotgun. He's adjusting the play at the line of scrimmage. And he hands it off to Jordan Howard. And Jordan Howard has a bit of a running lane. And he gets about 17 on the play right there. Trubisky, that's probably what he's been best at so far. He's had some sparks of very great passing, like just right there to Zach Miller, and Zach Miller just doesn't help him out. And after that big drop, the Bears have to punt. Doug Martin on the counter is stopped by Nick Kwiatkowski, and the Bears use a timeout. They're starting early to use their timeouts, so they have plenty of time, so don't have to rush. Doug Martin gets tackled by Pernell McPhee for a minimal gain, and on a 3rd and 6, the Bears are in great position to get a stop here. And it's a screen, and Prince Amukamara gets stopped there, and the Bears are just trying to rip it out to try to get the ball back, and they cannot. That's a huge loss for the Bears, and they just need to run out the clock now and hope that they don't fumble. And Doug Martin runs for 5 yards, almost past midfield. Bears use their last timeout. Doug Martin gets the first down, and that's pretty much all she wrote, folks. Doug Martin runs out the game for him. I guess the Bears can try to force a fumble on this last play until they start kneeling. and they do not. But that's going to be all she wrote. The Bears fall to 0-1-1. Very disappointing. We easily could have won week 1, and we definitely should have won this week after dominating the first half. The offense really just fell into a hole. We're not very good at playing either tied or with a deficit, because our offense is not that high powered. And with Tariq Cohen's 2 fumbles, that really just put him in position to tie the game. And Trubisky's interception that put him down in possession really just hurt us very badly. And Trubisky, he's just going to need to figure it out somehow, because it's going to be a rough year if he continues to play like this. Because in the next year or next couple of years, I want to start depending on him more than we're going to have to depend on Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. And we didn't even use Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen as much as I wanted to, which is kind of disappointing. Definitely going to involve them more next game. But it's just frustrating that we had such a big lead, 17-0 in the first half, and they just, after a couple mistakes, take the lead and just shut us out the whole second half. It's just it's not encouraging at all. But Nick Kwiatkowski, one encouraging part of this game, Nick Kwiatkowski leading our team in tackles and getting 2 interceptions, which was huge for us. But it's on next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and as you all know, Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, it's going to be tough to stop them. And now they have Antonio Gates. But the hardest part for us is going to be stopping their front 7, because our O-line has been tragic as of late. But I'm going to give you a rundown of their team. They do not have any injuries right now, surprisingly. But I'll see you guys next episode. It's been your boy Roby Gaming, and I'm out. Peace.